way. It's saying I'm live on here, but over to the Facebook page. This might bring a stream up, do a little bit of a volume check. Wunderbar, right, that's all sorted. So, first time on, you might have done, but there we go. So this is the Pro 1 lobby of the GTTCC Season 14. Full point, we've got 30 minutes of Kyoto driving part, Yamagiwa and Miyabi ahead of us. So I'm going to go through it. I don't normally do these commentaries live. I normally do them post-race and do editing and chop it all together with music and stuff. But I'll be brutally honest, one, I can't be bothered, and two, I've got loads on at the minute, so I'm just struggling for time. So I thought I'd do these live. At least then they get out in time, and it saves me a load of time as well. Sean Daniels, how you doing, mate? Thanks for jumping in. I am well, mate. I am well. So yeah, I thought I'd do race 1 commentary now, and then I'll probably try and nip on later to do race 2, which is the Brands Hatch race. So this one that we've got in front of us, I'll do a little bit of a grid walk. Tim Hitchens, how you doing? This is the Aston Martin one make race. So anyone in the group will know this, but for anyone watching from outside, the GTTCC has 2 races a week, both on a Friday night. They follow each other. So the first race is everyone's in the same car, the Aston Martin Vantage Group 4. The second race, which will be done in a separate live stream, that's where you basically get to pick any other Group 4 car, and it's still the same 30-minute race format. Please don't focus on me too much. Well, it depends what you do, Tim. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. So through the grid then. So this is the one where people qualified for it. So Sayrexic stuck it on pole. Good lap for Sayrexic. He did really well to get up there. I think he was clear by quite a bit, to be fair. I think it was a low 26. It was a good lap. Then we've got Chi Chi in the very loud monster car. He's second. Then we've got Mung. Now Mung is a world-renowned livery designer, so expect some absolutely sexy-looking cars. Another sexy livery designer, you'll know this man if you've watched any of my videos before. He, of course, is the man who runs Infinity Decals. They sponsor the Infinity GT Manufacturers Series that James Harben runs. It's hosted over on SimFX that I take part in. He's P4, good lap from him. He's got experience of this car because he ran it in that series last season. GT Raffo, my PlayStation teammate. A very reggae-ish looking car he's rocking today. We've got Walmid. He's another Michelin driver, P6 for Walmid, then P7 for Surfer Ev. He's driving the Aston this season in another series, so again he should know the car quite well. Rear Wheel 72. And you just see out of shot there, he's P8. I'm P9. I had a terrible qualifying session. Binned it on my fast lap, so I just kind of had to settle for this. Tim 27, P10 for Tim. Zaf, P11 for Zaf. I do like his car, the sort of burgundy colour. I mean, the colour sort of reminds me of the colour of a Vet's forearm sort of thing, but it is a nice looking car. Sean 2284, he's 12th in qualifying with D10 Piper. Very obvious Welsh flag on the front of that car. No second guessing where he's from. He's P13. Darkest 119, who's a filler from Canada. He's 14th, and then JC 15th. I don't know what happened with JC's lap. I just don't think he got a very good one in. So let's rock in with the race. It's half an hour long. Drivers can use any tyres. Most drivers will use the softs though, and just chuck a pit stop in because you don't really lose time in the pits. So let me just turn my keyboard off. 1 minute. Don't need that. Right, everyone gets away well. With it all being in the same car, it's pretty much down to your reaction time of getting away from the lights. So most people sort of get away the same sort of time. Don't expect many turn 1 heroics. This track was picked specifically for its long sweeping turn 1 in an aim to reduce people binning it, and it seems to have worked. Let's see if there's any dramatics going on. Is there? No, I think everyone's getting through here pretty cleanly by the looks of things. Oh, a little bit of contact there between Sean and, was that JC? JC, I think, gave him a little bit of a tap, but obviously he's backed out because he's miles away now, so sportsman-like behaviour is what we like to see. Nipping up a little bit further, there's a little bit of a battle going on between GT Raffo, Walmid, Infinity Decals, myself. I'm sort of creeping in the back there like a... just, you know, like a school kid looking in through the classroom window. That's me in P8. Also, if Rev goes for a Daniel Ricciardo style lunge on Raffo then, but backs out of it. Raffo keeps that position. A little bit glitching from Warmid. We were all saying this in the chat. He was glitching quite a bit, and it seemed to settle down later on, but at the start of the race it was really bad. So Sayer exit then, making a nice escape. Chi-Chi's along for the ride as well. Mung is trying to keep those guys honest. Mung was dealing with a lot of guys behind to start with. Now he's broke clear of that because of all the infighting that was happening. He can now start to concentrate on the guys ahead. These guys did look pretty close. Chi-Chi got to go for a move. He does go for a look down the inside. Goes deep though, does Chi-Chi, and Savex is able to get the cut back. Room is given though, which is good to see. Yeah, room's given at the apex as well. That's what we like. I'm trying to get on, get past Forever, but he's defending like an absolute champion. So I'm not able to get that move made. Felt like I had good race pace, but my qualifying was just absolutely shocking. So it's my own fault. Tim didn't want to be mentioned too much, but he's currently fending off a furious Dutchman in the name of Zaffarino G. He's doing a good job of it as well. Rear wheel 72. Oh, we've had a car off in the back. That was JC who was second time this race. Let's have a look what happened. So it was him and Sean again battling away. No dramas there. I think he just loses the air, just carries too much speed into the chicane. We'll jump on board with someone for a lap of the track during this video, and I'll sort of show you what this track's like. It's awful. One of my drivers do like this one. I'm just not a fan. Just can never get around to it, but everyone has the bogey tracks, and this is one of mine. So Chi-Chi is now leading the way. Savex is trying to get that P1 back, but he has got the attentions of Mung now. Warmid's also trying to get in on the action. Infinity Decals has just crept away bit by bit apart from the group behind, and he's now a part of this leading pack. I was going to get very excited and say who's setting purple sectors then, but everyone sets purple sectors on lap 2. Oh, who's that going wide? Is that Monk? Yeah, it is Monk. Monk's gone a little bit wide. That's going to let Warmid up the inside. Chi-Chi's off. Chi-Chi's doing some pirouettes. So unfortunately that's going to lose him an absolute ton of time. There's dramas going on up front. We've got Warmid trying to go up the inside of Mung. I think Mung went a little bit deep there, which made it look like more of a dive bomb than it actually was. What was it? Warmid did make the apex there. Infinity Decal's got his way through as well. Yeah, I think Mung just got on her brakes a little bit too late, and with it being a downhill braking zone there, you do that and you toast. Surfer Rev up to P5 then. GT Raffo demoted to 6. I'm his teammate technically, so I'm not going to give GT Raffo a hard time here. I'm just going to sort of sit behind like a good boy. Anything in the top 10 is a good result here for me. Zaf has managed to get past Tim, and rear wheel 72 man's trying to get that move made on Tim as well. He's going to try and go around the outside here. Very easy to defend if you're on the inside. Tim manages to make that. The HKS car manages to successfully defend that attack, and he remains in P9. Sean then after that off P11. Chi-Chi's down to P12 after that off with D10 Piper. Just struggling with this track a little bit with the darkest one in 14th, and JC now in 15th with a lot of work to do if he wants to retain anything. Meanwhile, it's still a battle at the top, but this time between two teammates. This is the two Michelin boys fighting it out for ultimate tyre wear supremacy. If either of these two get bad tyre wear, they can just blame their tyre manufacturers. Warmid sneaks up the inside. It was a lovely move by Warmid actually. I want to go back and have a look at that. So Exit defended it but not hard enough. Warmid just light on the brakes. Nice trail braking there by Warmid. Just catches the apex. Uses the apex as well to get his car turned in. It was a really nice move. But Save Exit's going to try and come back at him. Down for the count. Evening, how you doing, buddy? Infinity Decals P3 for Infinity Decals. He's proper going through it. Sets the fastest lap of the race so far, 27.9. Save Exit then being shuffled down the pack, and he's now in P3 with a Surfer Rev, who appears to be in a very rampant mood. He's up to P3. Oh, we got Save Exit off. Did he just run himself off there? What happened? Yeah, it looked like he was very wide here. He just got a boatload of understeer on exit. kept it, but everyone but me gets past him. I was tempted, really tempted, to throw one up the inside there, but obviously didn't because I try and keep things clean. But I'm going to try and go up the inside here. Yeah, it's done. Just going to follow Mung through basically. This battle then up ahead looking rather spicy. We've got Walmid obviously leading the way now, but Surfer and Infinity Decals having a good old dust up between them. Infinity Decals going a little bit deep. Surfer just trying to get that move made. We've got GT Raffo sort of lingering now as well. Me and Mung. I was sort of aware that I had Same XTQ had really good pace in this race behind me. I knew he'd be on the attack, so I was pretty focused on trying to get past Mung at that point. Can't remember if I do it at this stage or not, I'm not too sure. Zaf has broken away from the battle that was happening between Rear Wheel and Tim. Tim's fallen down the order somewhat, I don't know what's happened to Tim. Oh, he's there, look. He's there, he's just been caught up by Chi-Chi and Sean. And then you got Detail Piper, Darkest One and JC. JC's pretty much out of it at the minute, he's too far back to really make any influence on this, but this huge battle at the top is well worth covering. We've got Infinity Decals in the lead now. What happened? How did that happen? Who let Infinity Decals up? So he gets to P2 here. Oh, it was just a nice move on Raffo. Oh, look at that, not Raffo, Walmid, sorry, up the inside. It was lovely. That was delicious. So Walmid then down to P2. We've got Surf Rev holding third at the minute. Raffo P4. Mung still ahead of me in P5. I'm in 6 with a Sayer Exik right behind me. We'll jump on board with someone for a lap in a moment actually. Not me, because I'm terrible at this circuit. We'll jump on board with... we'll wait a few minutes because we're only 6 minutes in. It's bound to get a little bit more spicy. As that was Surf Rev looking up the inside of Walmid. Walmid's going to fight that at the apex though. Just gets a snap of oversteer on exit. That's the contact you saw. That was not malicious. I'm going to try and make a move on Mung. Mung defends it nicely though, but I'm just going to try and keep the car there. Side by side through here. We are going to go side by side through here. I think I'm back out with this one. Mung just put it. So I'm there. That's my ugly little Aston. So no, it's not an Aston, it's beautiful. If Peter Keane ever heard me use the words ugly and Aston Martin in the same sentence, I think he'd actually drive to my house and beat me up. Rick, small hiccups in the quality. Yeah, that'll happen, mate, because I'm streaming through a PS4 on Potato Internet. Soz, can't do much about that. Honestly, if the quality is god awful, I'll just record it and upload it later. That tends to hold the quality a little bit better. I don't mind doing that. But I'll do that with race 2. We've committed to race 1, you know what I mean? But I'll do that with race 2. How's about that? But literally my internet is awful. It's like 1 megabytes per second download. It's the worst thing ever. But I am getting new internet next week, so that should resolve those issues. Hopefully. Fingers crossed, touch wood. Chi-Chi's storming his way back through the pack then. He's 10th at the minute, chasing down Sean. And then, yeah, so 6 upwards is just in... So the top 6 have sort of separated now into their own little realm. And are all basically fighting their way through. And as you can see me giving Surf Rev a little bit of a love tap there. Rafa's trying to steam past Walmid. And Infinity Decals just leading the way out in front. Yeah, I can see what you mean with the what do you call it, the quality. It is like watching it on a 1950s portable TV, but I'm kind of restricted at the minute with what I can. So I don't live stream on YouTube because they rob quality. Awful. But what was I going to say? Yeah, I get new internet Tuesday. That should help. so I don't think future live streams will be affected. And for the Brands Hatch video, what I'll do, I'll just I'll record it tonight, and then I'll just chuck it up. I'll just finger it overnight. Oh, is that a nice little... Oh, go on, Raffo. Go on, lad. Nice move. Let's go back and have a look. So this is Raffo and Walmid having a nice little scuffle. You can see behind me and Sir Forever having a little fight as well. Oh, that was nice. Walmid tried to close the door. That's what caused him to go wide, basically, because he tried to shut the door. Because there was a Raffo in the way, he kind of got demoted down. Luckily, myself and Surfer managed to make our way through, and we're now up into P3 and P4 respectively. I don't like this track. I'm just trying to keep sort of a rhythm, minimising mistakes as much as possible. So the two Michelin cars that were initially leading the way now down in 5th and 6th. And they've got Rear Wheel and Mung, 7th and 8th respectively. Not sure what's happened to Mung, to be fair. Sean and Chichi still battling away. Zaf, P11. We've got Tim in for a very early pit stop. I think he was on about 2-stop. I'm sure he said he were 2-stopping. Which, you know, realistically at this track with its short pit lane, you don't really lose that much time in the pit, so it's not a bad strat. Sir Forever, evening. Welcome to the Potato live stream. We are streaming in 120p. Yeah, it's... Sorry. I can't help it, you know what I mean? Oh, nice little battle kicking off here between me, Raffo and Sir Forever to be covering. Let's have a look. So I remember this actually happening. Potato! Yes, it's a good little battle. This goes on for a few laps, to be fair, so... Me, Surfer, Rafa, we're enjoying a nice little fight here. It was very clean. There was absolutely no argy-bargy at all in it. It was just good fair racing. I enjoyed this. Surfer seemed to have really good pace. Rafa, it was kind of up and down between me and him. There were certain parts of the track that I was quicker, and there were certain parts of the track where he just bolted. So it was very up and down, and you might notice that in the replay, that's kind of how it went between us two. Yeah, I'm watching the stream on my phone as well. My phone's not on the Wi-Fi, and I can see it's bad quality. So, who knows? Hopefully it sorts itself out later in the re-upload, but who knows? Well, that's me up the inside of Raffo. Oh, that's that move done. The two Michelin boys are still trying to work together to reel us back in. It's Walmid and Sir Exit. And Monsieur Monguino still trying to get ahead, keep ahead, sorry, of Rear Wheel 72. Sean's winning this battle with Chichi. Chichi's tyres have seen much better days. Don't forget he span earlier on, so that'll put those tyres through a huge heat cycle, of which there will be no return. This is what I mean with that livery look. Look at it, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful looking car. Evening, Idol. Zaf, I like that car. Don't crash it into a wall. Right, I'll tell you what, let's jump on board for a lap of Kyoto Driving Park, Yamagawa and Miyabi. So this is the first of 3 long sweeping left-handers that absolutely mullers the hell out of your front right tyre. You have to be careful when you get on the power rear because you don't want to run wide. You can go flat out through the S's until you start getting heavy tyre wear, then you have to be careful of this corner not to hit the wall on the right hand side. Straight uphill, down into the second long sweeping left-hander. By this time your tyres are already starting to scream in pain and the car doesn't want to ever turn in. You have to sort of have to wait till mid-corner to get the power down, otherwise you will understeer wide. You'll notice Dave then had to do sort of mid-corner lift just to keep the car in. Hairpin time, so the first right-hander hairpin, this gives the front right a little bit of a brake, but the car will want to brake away at the top here, and you have to just be very careful about how you apply the throttle at the top of the hill because the car goes very light at the rear. Another hairpin to bring you onto the Miyabi section of the circuit, and another set of S's. Again, absolutely flat out up into another bridge. This bridge sort of looks at where your braking point is. So there's more grip there than you think. Look for the marshal's post, pin it, and you should be absolutely golden. Down towards another hairpin. This one again, the car wants to break away from you, so if you don't get the apex hooked up like Dave just missed out a little bit there, then you'll experience a lot of understeer on the exit up the hill and into hairpin numero 3 or whatever it is in Spanish. I'm not bilingual. Keep this apex wide, break it in for a mid apex, sort of almost don't V that one, U it instead, and you tend to get better traction. Come down the hill. This is the chicane that always catches people out. You think you can carry more speed into here than you actually can, but you can't. He's going to be very careful. And then the final hairpin, you brake a lot later here than you think. Widen your exit and get yourself straightened up as quickly as possible for another lap of Kyoto driving part Yamagawa and Miyabi. And the leader pits for fresh boots. Omelette. Bonjour, madame. Yeah, so most drivers are going to pit now. But watch this, right? Rear wheel 72 and Mung. So bearing in mind, loads of drivers have pitted, and they're already coming out, look. So that's how short the pit. You just don't lose time, really. The problem's going to be now for anyone that comes out behind these guys is Mung and rear wheel are on very dated tyres. So fortunately, I'm the last car that managed to get through, and that really helps me out at this early stage. Because while ever these guys are behind me, like Rafa and Sayrexic and Warmid, they were really hampered by this, because I mean it's not Mung and Fingy's fault. They've obviously got their race to do. They just decided to pit a lap later than we did, but it's potentially going to really harm their pace. So a bit of a recap. We're going to have some more pit stops coming up, no doubt, but Infinity Decals after that pit stop now, because me and Surfer have been battling away. Look, Surfer's gone to the Shadow Realm. He's able to start pulling a gap now. Me and Surfer, we probably spent a bit too long fighting here. Yeah, I stayed in front probably longer than I should have done. I think between us, we sort of knew we should have worked together a little bit more. I knew Surfer had more potential pace in this car than I did. I probably should have just let him go rather than fighting him, and that one's on me. Either way, I don't think any of us were catching this man. He was on fire, and he's got another 13 minutes to reign supreme in the land of the rising sun. Of course, myself and Surfer are going to try and stop that. We have got that time to rectify that mistake. GT Rafa is also going to get involved in that party. Sayrex is trying to do his best as well. Rear wheel man's held those tyres nicely. Don't forget, they've been on for 7 laps now, and this track has high tyre deck, so he's done a good job of keeping those tyres alive. So have a little bit of a recap. We've also got Zaf, he's not pitted either. Sean's just been into the pits. Tim's on his 2 stop, so he's going to pit again in another couple of minutes. Chichi, P12 for Chichi, but he's just come in, so there's a couple of cars ahead of him that haven't been in yet. Darkest one, he's out on mediums, which is quite a surprise. Probably why he's got no pace, because he's on terrible tyres. JC's managed to catch up and overtake decent Piper, so Piper is on mediums as well. So yeah, good work by JC. Yeah, it was good racing, mate. I did enjoy it. Did enjoy it. I think if I could make a video out of this battle me, you and Rafa had. Problem is I just can't focus on it like in its entirety, but it was it was really good fun. Like literally, I think we just reshaped each other's back bumpers for the entirety of the race. Look, purple. Yeah, I should have just let you go there. This is the thing. Look at how far away he's getting. We were letting Dave win this. Well, we've got 11 and a bit minutes to see if we manage to stop the rampaging Infinity Decals, but he is starting to make an escape for it. Oh, nice little bit of action. Chichi getting up. Nice move by Chichi, that, the inside of rear wheel man. The rear wheel, of course, has now been in for tyres, so he has a fresh rubber on that car. And Chichi, don't forget, started this race P2. fought his way from the back of the pack back up to P8. I'm still in P2 for this, but setting purple lap times. I'm on fresh tyres now, so I'm alright, but the problem we've got, or the problem, I mean, we even said this in chat, me, Surfer and Rafa, we were like, if we just fight here, we're just going to burn our tyres. We all agreed that it was the wrong thing to do, but we just kept fighting anyway, because we just enjoyed the racing. So enjoyment factor was there, but the actual having brains on your strategy factor was not. But it was good fun nonetheless. I say Rex can warm it then. They're starting to lose contact with us a little bit, these guys. I don't think that, I've not seen them actually battle with each other, so I don't think that's what was happening. I think they were just out of the tow. Chichi then, next car for Chichi is Sean. She's going to try and measure up this attack. Mung as well, a little bit of a thoughtful race for Mung. He definitely had good pace in this one, but he's just ended up stuck behind a few cars, and that's just affected him a little bit. See, his lap times are starting to creep into the 29s and stuff, so yeah, he's starting to lose a little bit of pace now. So it looks like a good battle here between these four cars, Chichi and Mung and Sean, sorry. Sean's gone narrow, that might lead him wide on the exit, it has, that's going to let Chichi up the inside. Don't go side by side up here, boys, thank God they don't. Alright, Chichi, yeah, I'm just looking at you. That's your rampage back through the field. So Chichi getting maximum suck then down towards the next, so he's gone wide. But that's for the cutback. See what Chichi tried to do there was just go wide and get the cutback, but I think because they're both on fresh tyres, Sean can just make that defend. Oh, down the inside. Oh, he's launched. He's yeeted it down the inside. That was a nice move, but I think Sean can get the cutback. Yeah, he can. Just a bit too late on the brakes. Did exactly what there was a car that did that earlier on. I think it was Rafa, was it? I might be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, just not quite. Well, yeah, you get your braking just a tiny bit short there, just a tiny bit late there, and it amplifies it because you're just going downhill. So looks like a really inviting place to make an overtake, but it's actually technically very difficult. Sayrex trying to make a move on Walmid. Walmid's just knocked in the fastest lap of the race, a 26.5. So that man is on a rampage. I'm still ahead of Rafa and Surfer. How I'm managing to keep this, I'm not too sure. You'll see I'm not defending to Rafa now. I'm not taking defensive lines. I'm not slowing either of us up, hopefully, by doing that. But no matter what we do, really, we can't catch this dude. He's on a flyer of a lap. Similar lap times for us that time round, but we're all on fresh tyres. The thing is with Dave, because he's out ahead, he can just manage his own pace, tyre wear and turn-ins and stuff, and we are fighting, so we're not going to have that much. Sean again defending to Chichi. Chichi's got a later right. Oh, lovely cutback. I like that. This is Chichi's race, so he's going to defend that. So Chichi thinks, right, I'll just go for the cutback then. Sean went a bit too deep. Tried to shut the door, but just a little bit late in doing so. And Chichi's able to get himself back up to P7. Nice move. Oh, Cyrex has gone a bit deep there, hasn't he? Oh, I'm there. Oh, fresh tyres, dude. Should be going deep there. Oh, drink me coffee. Forgot about it. Right, it's starting to go cold. Yeah, Cyrex just forgot he had a brake pedal there, didn't he? What else is going on? Has Saf put any more scrapes on my on that lovely car? No, he hasn't. He's doing well so far. Tim has just been in the pits again, I think, looking at his times. Yeah, he's going to the end now. So, yeah, 2 stopping for Tim. JC has been fighting his way back through, so he's trying to recover his race. looking at how far back he is, I mean, he just lost too much time. Like, his first lap was a 2:58, the rest of us was doing 2:30s. In fact, the rest of us was doing lower than that in some cases, yeah, 2:29s and stuff. So, oh, that's Rear Wheel going for a bit of an adventure, Frodo Baggins style. Zaf, stop putting dents on it. Yeah, he's done a good job, Jace. It's, I mean, look at his pace, like 27s, 28s, that's respectable. He just had a bit of bad fortune in lap 1. Same for Piper, he's been pretty consistent as Mr. Piper. Valley Burner livery looks a nuts, it does, I like that car. Well, I'll go back and have a look at the liveries in it. In fact, we'll have a bit of a livery review, shall we, when we go back through it. So, we know this man loves a good looking car. Infinity decals with his Samsung one. Very official looking car. He's storming away in the lead now. Myself, got the PlayStation 1, a few dents in that. Knocked that up myself. Did come up with a few different designs for the PlayStation car, and that's the one I settled on. I kind of like the matte black and embossed black logos on it. I think that looks quite smart. GT Raffo in the Reggie Source car. It should be a PlayStation car, but it looks like Bob Marley's weekend ride. Surf Rev, I like that quick fit car as well. That's a beautiful car. He's having a good, still fighting. We're still having that battle. I do like the Michelin one as well. Obviously, it's just a wrap that's on that, and I don't know what they're doing with the bonnet of it, but I like the design idea of that car. Although the back's a bit anemic. There's not a lot going on back there, but I do like that. Chi-Chi's monster car. The monster liveries always look a little bit in your face, but obviously that's a very heavily Ken Block inspired one. Look at the gap he's pulled down. Look at that, stormed away. Rear Wheel, what's his car? Let's have a look. Oh, it's a bit of a funky psychedelic blue with other accents going on. That's nice as well. Another quick fit car. I think that's the same as, oh no, that's Mung. So that's like a matte blue. I like that. So he's obviously got all the matte logos on there. Zaf, one of my favourites. This Budweiser one is one of my favourites. I just think the lines look really smart. The colours, interesting idea. Again, looks a bit like a Vets forearm. Tim's two-tone, I like that. It's a nice looking car. Two-tone HKS design. It's beautiful. This is going for a move on Zaf. Has he pulled it off? Have I just caught you doing an overtake, Tim? Is that what I've just caught you doing? Nah, Zaf defended it. JC Rally Burner. I love it. It looks nice, doesn't it? Yeah, looks a nuts, that car. Darkest one, standard livery, because he was a filler, so fair enough. And then Piper's Welsh Dragon Aston Martin. Right, back to the action then. So we've got a couple of minutes to go. 26.5 minutes, so another couple of laps of this. It's about 2.5 minutes a lap, so it's a big old boy. Raffo and Surfer started fighting a lot more than they probably should, and that's enabled me to start to break away just a tiny bit. Of course, we are now starting to see heavy tyre wear again. And at this point I noticed I was starting to reel Dave back in again. So the sector times were starting to come down a little bit, but I'll be honest, it pulled a big gap at this stage. It was, at this point in the race, he had a 2.5 second lead, which is a pretty big gap in same cars. So he's on it. The two Michelin cars were fighting. Sayer X6 had more off-track adventures than a rallycross event, so he's doing well to be still holding 6. 26.584 for him, 5.66 for Walmid, so similar lap times between the two cars. Chi-Chi, after he was off early on in the race, has had a bit. It's just had to fight back really. So his entire race has been fighting through the field, holding P7 for the minute. No hope of any higher unless someone crashes out. So his race is now just a purely make sure I hold this position sort of race. Rear Wheel's looking to change those fortunes. It has much fresher tyres than Chi-Chi. I don't know if Chi-Chi stopped. Did he no stop this? Because those tyres look trashed. So yeah, Rear Wheel's going to try and make this. I'll try and make this move. He's got much fresher tyres though. Look at So on paper that's an easy move. Mung's got a little bit of a penalty from somewhere, P9 for Mung, but not really much danger of being caught by Zaf in P10. Tim's got the opportunity to catch Zaf back up again now though, so he's got fresher tyres as Tim, so on paper again he should be able to do that. JC's fought back up to P12, we've still got the darkest one in P13, and Dave Piper in P14. No stopped. Oh, kudos then if you no stopped. I wouldn't have no stopped this race, not a chance in hell. I mean, I went super second stint, and I'm normally alright at managing tyres, and that's the state of mine. They're about 30% worn. Surfer's doing a better job of managing. Me and Dave pretty much the same in terms of tyre wear. So Surfer's managed to break away from Raffo a little bit. Raffo's got to worry about Walmid now. Walmid's looking on it. You meant, oh, you did stop. Oh, did stop. Oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah, then that makes sense. I was going to say, if you managed to hold Supers down for a full race, I'd send a med light at the post. You're holding on for Rear Wheel Man though. Rear Wheel who's trying to make his tyre advantage. Because he's been able to hold on. I think because you've had to fight through the field, if you've been following other cars, kills your tyres that's why mine, Surfers and Fingers are so bad. Infinity Decals is because he's on a pad. So he struggles managing his tyres because he's on a pad. Final lap then. So we're going to have some finishes here. Chichi's going to finish 7th. Chichi, you managed to hold off Rear Wheel, man. Nice work. So P7 for Chichi in race 1. Rear Wheel P8. Mung P9. Zaf's going to bring it in for P10. Tim is going to bring it in for P11. JC P12 for JC. He'll want to forget this one, no doubt. The darkest one 13th. And D10 Piper P14th then. So the top 6 are still going. We were in our own little pack. Infinity Decals is, what's the gap? So it was 2.4, it's now 1.2 seconds. So I have managed to take a bit of his lead away. So it is on. We have got at least half a lap to go then for this one to unravel. Surfer Ev guaranteed third then looking at the gap, but he could still get second if I mess up. GT Raffo holding off the rampaging Michelin mobiles. Let's just focus in on this. Cheers, Sean. Cheers for stopping by, mate. I'll be back later with well, I'm going to say I'm not going to live stream Brands Hatch because it turns the live stream into a potato. So I'm just going to record it and I'll re-upload it, mate. That way if I upload it normally, it should just keep the quality normal. Oh, what's up to Raffo? What are you doing, Raffo? No teammate, don't do it. What are you doing? You just daylighted all the short on the brakes there, dude, I'm afraid. Let's go and let the Michelin boys through. Good news is he's under no risk from anyone else. You see I'm reeling Mr. Infinity Decals back in now. Potato! At this point I was on chat and I ironically said, don't mess up this chicane, Dave. Don't mess up this chicane. Don't come off. He doesn't come off. But I do. So Surfer Ev, I mean, I immediately go defensive. Like I knew Surfer was going to go on the attack. I then get no grip and understeer into the side of his car. But yeah, it's because I spent all that stint fighting. But race P2 for me, P3 for Surfer Ev. Sayer Exit got P4 in the end. Warmid P5, and GT Raffo P6. Can't believe the Michelin lads have been nose to RCL race. Yeah, they have. Right. Is that an argument though? Does that help or hinder them? Internet connection quality is currently not sufficient to broadcast gameplay. No shit. You can see that message in the top right of my screen, right? Anyway. Right, so you can see the replay is here for Brands Hatch. I'm not going to stream it because the quality is dreadful. So apologies if you've... And thanks for sticking with me for what is what? 30 odd minutes of literally watching a man talk through a potato screen. Appreciate you sticking with it. What I'll do, I'll record. I'm going to go and have some enchiladas now. Mrs. is cooking some up in the kitchen. I'm going to go and eat them, and then I'll be back and I will do a live stream. Not a live stream, I'll record the Brands Hatch video and I'll just leave it uploading overnight, and then it'll probably be ready in the morning for you to watch. But cheers for stopping by anyway, really do appreciate that. Cheers Tim, cheers Surfer, cheers Down for the Count, thanks Sean for stopping in, thanks Chi-Chi for stopping in, thanks Idle4 for stopping in. Go and check out Idle4 Gaming as well on YouTube, go and check out his new graphics. He'll be doing some live streams of the GTTCC as well. And yeah, I'll drop a link in the on the page, sorry, when I get the Brands Hatch video done and dusted. I'll just live stream it later on. Sorry, I'll record it later on, then I'll pop it up on a video. Right, thanks very much, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, have a good night, bye bye.